Good morning. Welcome to another episode of HardFoul Radio. This is the show that values time. I value mine. You should value yours. So let's get started. Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Look, man, sometimes it's even in the finals. We've all heard styles make fights. You know, who you're playing, the matchup, all that stuff matters. We all know that. And then sometimes it's not just styles make fight. Sometimes it's not just the matchup. Sometimes it's just clearly the other team is better. And when I'm watching this series and I'm watching these games and I'm sitting there watching it last night, the Celtics are just clearly the better team. Sometimes you don't like to acknowledge that. This Celtics team, despite statistically what they've done all year, because we don't view Tatum and Brown in some of those all-time team conversations, we don't think of them the same way we think of the Kobe Shaq Lakers, the Jordan Pippen Bulls, or the Steph KD Warriors. So we're not really willing to give them that kind of respect. But trust me, if you're watching this game and you're being honest with yourself, this team, the same way the Steph KD Warriors, as great as LeBron was, they were just better than the Cavs. The same way those Kobe Shaq Lakers, they were just better than the Pacers, better than the Nets. This Celtics team is just better than the Mavericks. Look, the Mavericks have had a wonderful season. I said this last week, and there's no way to disregard or count out how great of a season it's been. But the reality is, the Mavs were a 5 seed. They were down 20 to the Clippers. They kept bringing on the telecast how many times they lost game 1, but then they rebounded. This team, while they are on a hot streak because their best player is currently playing some of the best basketball of his life, that works when it's comparable. It works when you're right there with the Clippers, or you're right there with the Oklahoma City Thunder, or you're right there with the Minnesota Timberwolves. And those were all 50-win teams. They all had great seasons in their own rights. But the Timberwolves were young. The Thunder were young. The Clippers, well, they're the Clippers. We've been waiting for years for the Clippers to figure it out. It's not just, and I know. Luka's younger than SGA. Luka's not that much older than Ant. But Luka's been in the league for 6 years. 5 first-team All-NBAs, Rookie of the Year, like, incredible resume. But he's been in the league for 6 years, and Luka played professional basketball at 16. So he's been a pro for 10 years. Like, let's stop he's actually on this. No, he's been a pro for 10 years. The Celtics are just better. Luka got you a 30-point triple-double. Wasn't enough. LeBron used to do this all the time. LeBron versus those Warriors teams. Putting up 30, 40-point triple-doubles. Wasn't enough. Even if the score was close, you knew Warriors are just better. Yeah, LeBron put up an iconic game. Not enough. The Celtics, Jason Tatum is not, I think Jason Tatum is playing better than people are willing to give him credit for, but he's clearly not shooting at the level he is capable of. But even with him not shooting at the level he's capable of, the Celtics aren't really struggling. They dominated game 1. They took the Mavs. The Mavs came out with energy in the first quarter. Luka had 20 points. Celtics just knew Jaylen Brown was mic'd up. It's like, look, guys, just keep going. Just keep going. They know they're better. They know the reality is Dallas can't win this series. The Celtics have to lose it. So whether it's Porzingis, Drew Holiday, Tatum, Brown, Derek White. Look, man, the Mavs, you see the quality of the Mavs play. And I'm not trying to disregard how well they've played in the playoffs up to this point. But you can see the quality of their play and the level of their play just by Kyrie having some not so great games, how drastically different of a team they look like. Kyrie was playing out of his mind against the Timberwolves, and that's how they advanced to the finals. Kyrie was playing out of his mind against the OKC Thunder, and that's how he got past that series. Like, the difference in just what a good and great or not good Kyrie game, how they look like an entirely different team. I know we don't want to admit it. And it's all I've heard all year. The Celtics team, yeah, they're really good, but they're really good at. I'm not ready to quite put him there. Oh, Jason Tatum, he's top 5, but he's not quite top 5. Jaylen Brown, highest contract in NBA history, but is he really that? We got to stop. We just got to stop. They're going to win the title. They're up 2-0. I'm not calling sweep by any means. I did say Celtics in 5. I do think the Mavs get one of the two at home. In my opinion, I would say it's likely the Mavs win Game 3, the Celtics win Game 4, and then wrap it up Game 5 in Boston. They're just better. There's no way to sugarcoat it. There's no way, and I get it. To some degree, it's just not. We like cool as sports fans. We like cool. We like exciting. We like dramatic, and the Celtics don't check those specific boxes. Tatum's not a cool player, despite how talented and gifted he is. Brown's not a cool player, or personality-wise, neither of them have like these cool, outlandish, big personalities. Drew Holiday's just a consummate pro. We don't really know Porzingis that well. Derek White's just kind of, a lunch pail guy. So I get it. They're not cool. They're not exciting. They're not the flashiest. They're not the Splash Brothers. They're not KD. They're not LeBron. But at some point, we got to put down the pom-poms. We got to put down the bias. Stop showing me the stats of Jason Tatum. The teams are 6-0, 5-0, whatever it is when he shoots under 40%. None of that stuff matters. They're winning. They're going to win this series. They're going to be the NBA champs. And they were the best team Game 1. And they were the best team through Game 82. And now, through their 16-game playoffs so far, they're going to be the best team through that. They're going to be the first team to get 16 wins in the second season. They are who they are, which is the best team in the NBA this season, and they're going to win the finals in 5.